IT has been there for quite a long time. It's not something new, and cloud isn't new either. If you look at the history of how IT infrastructure has grown, right from having infrastructure in the office to branch offices to the data center concept itself to being now in public clouds, different organizations based on the level of digital transformation has different kind of infrastructure. And the predominant one, especially for larger mid and large enterprises, is they have their own data centers. So there's a huge investment already in private infrastructure. However, that comes with its own complexity in terms of the kind of technologies available, and also the complexity in terms of managing it and maintaining it. So that is when public clouds came in and made things a lot more easier for IT teams. Now, why complexity? Well, you're talking about entire private infrastructure or private cloud technologies now also available as a parallel concept in the public clouds. So which means you have complexity that has increased leaps and bounds. So that's where having the right tools to manage both the private clouds, say whether it's built on VMware or Microsoft Hyper-V or Nutanix, or public clouds that has been getting popular for the last more than a decade actually, makes it more complex. But even as organizations are trying to get onto the public cloud bandwagon, they've realized that they need to have a multi-public cloud strategy. So even in the Manage Engine survey, we have seen that over 65% of the organizations do use multiple public clouds itself. So the complexity is you have different technologies and you also have public clouds. So that's where the context which we are seeing ourselves in.
So what is the importance of observability in enterprise networks?
And when you look at how you actually manage infrastructure, it's not only about understanding digital experience, because that is one aspect of monitoring, or understanding it from a IT operations perspective, wherein you do a 24/7 NOC operation center or a security operation center today. Well, what is actually happening is IT teams have lesser time to troubleshoot problems, have a much more complex infrastructure, and the technologies available to IT has also matured, which means you have distributed tracing that is achievable through logs and more standardization that opens up technology silos and make it more visible, just like X-ray visible across technology platforms. And when you look at observability itself, it's about having the right metrics to troubleshoot, metrics to track, and metrics to actually even help the people who build these technology solutions, that is basically your software developers. So having the right observability strategy for your IT teams makes it a lot more easier to get things done and be in control of your digital transformation. Well, when you look at cloud native, especially for organizations, what does that actually mean, right? So cloud native is about you consuming services like your IT service management tools or your help desk tools purely in the cloud, or like a software as a service. That has its own benefits because of whatever benefits comes with cloud itself. You have better mobility of data or accessibility of data for your employees. They can get work done faster. You have different kinds of devices with which you can interact and actually get work done much more smoother, especially in the new way of work, right? So we look at a hybrid work environment for employees. Cloud has its abilities to even support integrations with other third parties or better integrations with other tools you work with. That's the benefit of a cloud native application tools. Well, as Manage Engine, we do have cloud native applications, but historically over the last 20 years, we have also built non-cloud native applications. So we are quite strong when it comes to organizations that need compliance. That's where you need to have the right tools to support an organization in place. Well, we also do have tools that are on premises, which are also cloud ready. For example, some organizations may want to retain the data about their IT teams and their IT tools in-house, but they may use some on-premise infrastructure and some cloud solutions. So with the Manage Engine's capability to even provide cloud native applications and cloud enabled solutions, we are allowing businesses and IT teams to manage both sides of the coin with our solutions.